Welcome to those near and far. Welcome to Mage the Ascension as luck would have it. Our game is set in 2019 in Montreal, Canada. Let's meet our mages this evening.
My name is
I am Lloyd Colman, otherwise known as Geek 5150, and I am on Pritchard.
I am Jayce Maxwell, and I will be playing Max Toulon.
I'm Alan Ledden. I will be playing
Aubrecht.
John Staunton.
And I'll be playing Portia Levoy.
Are the people in different orders on everybody's screen?
On my side, it's you, me, Max, and then on the bottom is Portia, John.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how mine is.
Mine
I
too.
just didn't get to say my name.
So
I just don't think we
Portia
have
would-
established an order.
So clockwise is usually the way we go.
I was waiting, and then I was like, oh, nobody's starting. Okay, I'll start because I'm good at starting. And so I did. My bad. I was just trying to help move it all along.
All right, well, let's get an actual introduction for John and then an actual introduction for Portia.
Oh, kiddie doopity. Who wants to
Okay,
go?
My name's Alan, and was I supposed to wait?
No, go for
You're
it.
good.
My name's Alan Ledden, and I'm playing John Staunton.
My name is Katarina Aubrecht, and I'm playing Portia Levoy.
Recap. The Cabal stuck around in Horizon to get more answers about Auron's condition and consulted the Sons of Ether's Dr. Dalton. John pointed out that Auron was a walking node, and Dalton wanted him for himself. Combat ensued. So currently, Portia has Dalton pinned on the ground. Auron had kicked the gun out of range. Picked it up.
I tried grabbing it away from him, or out of his hand, and failed.
Okay. He still had it.
I believe didn't John stomp his hand?
I missed because he got 2 successes to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
But I'm now standing over him with a gun and pissed.
Okay, let us start with Max.
Okay, how are we aligned here?
Yeah, I forget where I'm exactly positioned. I think I was like on his arm that had the gun, but I might have moved since then, and I'm not sure. Sorry.
It's a matter of what my line of sight is.
Your line of sight is Portia is on top of Dalton. John is attempting to stomp on hands while Auron is attempting to scramble for the gun. And Cosmo is also keeping him occupied, like, around his head and shoulders.
Yeah, so I don't have a clear shot with my glasses, so I'm just going to say, Mister, stand down. This doesn't have to be a fight. Stop it.
Stop it! I'm on the wrong server. Hold on.
Actually, let me...
Charisma and empathy?
I was actually going to suggest that. Okay. Difficulty?
Difficulty 6, because you're just talking.
Oh, that sucked. This guy does not want to hear anything I'm saying.
No, it does not. All right. So, what are you doing with that? Oh, well, you're just speaking, right? Is that what
Right.
you're doing with your turn?
And I'm not within striking range of him, so.
Mm-mm. The slab boy is behind you.
Slab boy.
There was a guy who was on the slab having his brain worked on.
In the lab. Okay.
Yeah. And he sat up and he is cowering in the corner behind you. Dalton's turn. Dalton is going to attempt to get out of range, but it's going to be a difficulty 9 because he has 3 people on him. 4 entities on him. Oh, not 6. He failed. So, his arm is on the verge of getting broken. John.
I am going to stick my gun to his head where, along the temple or something, where if he turns his eye, he can see it. And I'm going to say...
The downside is there is a dog, like, chomping on his face.
And if you hurt him, you hurt Raena.
I'm not going to hurt the dog.
Don't hurt the dog.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to do it on purpose. I just meant if he got collateral.
Well, then I will push in because the dog has run away from me in the past. And if the dog moves, I will stick my gun to his head. If the dog doesn't move, I will just keep pushing gently.
Okay. All right, you can roll strength athletics with a difficulty of 7 and a threshold of 3.
Okay.
Here, my name is Kevin, and here on my channel, I help you fall madly, deeply in love with CSS.
Whoops.
CSS, I love you. So he's pushing the gun up against the temple and?
You do not get the dog is vicious right now. Like he is focused on because that is where Raena told him to attack. Portia.
Yes, I am here. All right.
You have the opportunity with a little bit of force to break his arm.
I'm definitely going to do that because as much as I'm, sometimes violence is required. So I will do that. Do I have Do
you have martial arts?
I think I do. Let me double check on that.
It's a skill.
No, I've got to pull up my D&D sheet, which I should have done earlier. Martial arts. Come on, Katarina. Yes, I've got 2 martial arts. And then I've got...
Good.
Yeah.
And your strength?
My strength is... where is it? I have 3 in strength.
Okay.
And
so roll 5 dice.
Yes. Going to
at a difficulty 4.
All right. Let's see. Doop, 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 doop. Where's the dice roll? Okay, dice roll. Dash.
And he's going to roll straight stamina.
What's the difficulty level?
4.
Oh, thanks. Sorry. With it. Are you kidding
Holy
me?
shit.
No, little thumb. The online dice are hating me now. I have used them too much, and I can't put them in dice jail.
The dice are evil today.
They were evil.
I don't
You know
think I've
what? That's ludicrous. Reroll.
Thank you. That was
4
horrible.
ones. No, I'm not gonna accept that.
Thank you. I was gonna then say, do I have like something within reach that I could, I was like, is there a scalpel within reach? Do I have
No,
my Swiss
you
Army
have
knife
it-
in my
you have-
ankle?
You have your leg on his arm,
Gotcha.
like
All right.
kind of like wound around his arm, and with a little bit of force, you could.
This time I got plus
3
5.
successes.
Yes.
Which he has no hope of
Aha!
beating. So his arm goes snap underneath your weight.
Sorry. You forced me to do this.
Raena calls Cosmo back. So that Cosmo, because John is obviously trying to get into range and Cosmo is not letting him. So Raena is going to call Cosmo back and then hide in the corner. Auron.
All right. Oran's gonna go to his other side, his other arm, and he's gonna try and kneel and pin it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll martial arts and either martial arts or brawl. And difficulty 7.
Do I get a
'Cause that's
attribute or
it.
anything on top of that?
What?
An attribute, because I have neither one.
Oh, then a straight dexterity,
Okay.
because you got to catch his arm.
Okay. What was
Can
the
I
difficulty again?
assist?
7.
And I botch.
You take a punch to the face.
Oren will go back to his ass and look back at Raena. Go find the leader or something of this place. We need to get this guy under control.
Portia is in the best position right now.
Can I like reach a scalpel or a knife, or did I stuff a Swiss Army knife in my sock? I was hoping that's what I'd done, but then I was like, probably not. Who knows?
No, it would be in your bag, which is on the other side of the room.
Damn it.
Slab Boy is still cowering, but he's kind of slowly approaching now that Dalton has been subdued. And back to Max.
I was muted. Yeah. So where is the gun right now?
The gun is still in his hand, but his arm is broken.
I don't want something to accidentally fire at me, so I will address Slab Boy and just say, "Are you all right?" Do you have the capacity for speech? Capacity.
This is some coffee talk. Just talk.
His skull is barely on his head.
Do I have enough time left in my turn to like do a life sight and like try and diagnose what's broken?
The
Like-
top is missing.
No, I
The
mean
top-
like
His top is barely on his head.
But if he's awake, just the skull being open would not make
Impede
him
his
lose.
speech, for
Yes.
sure.
So I'm trying to see if there's like brain damage or if he's been created this way.
Let's see. Go ahead and if you're just using your straight eyes and you're not using your glasses, are you using your glasses?
Well, I'm analyzing with life magic to diagnose. So I would be using my glasses as a focus for that.
Okay, then go ahead and roll your perception and medicine.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Wow. 7 dice, 1 success.
And attacker wins, so you met the threshold. So you see that he is missing parts of his brain, but there is minimal damage to the rest of his brain, so he should be capable of speech. He's just not talking.
I wish I had mind magic.
Go ahead and roll arete. That's difficulty 5. And that will be your magic.
Oops. 3 successes.
Nice. This is super easy for you. Everything glows like the day. Yeah, he's capable of speech. He's just not talking. He is... You have his attention, for sure. And he is in one piece. So...
Then I'll just say, if we get out of this, I will try and fix whatever he did to you.
He really can help. I promise. Just like, dude, help.
And he bolts from the room. Dalton has what does he do? His arm is broken. He is pinned under Portia. He's got John with I'm assuming a gun next to his head.
Yes.
He is going to drop the pistol and raise his good arm and basically surrender.
Can I spend a willpower to disarm him using martial arts before he gets a shot off?
He is not firing. He is letting go of the gun.
Okay.
We want that gun.
Okay, are we considered out of combat at that moment?
At that moment, yes.
Okay, Auron would stand up and he'd go and grab the gun and take it away, far away from him.
It is not your turn yet, but
that's why I asked if we were out of combat.
John, Portia, Auron. So John is in range to pick up the gun.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. And
as a free action, Max, are you okay?
I am stable for now.
All right.
Okay. Portia?
All right, so I've still got my leg on top of his arm.
His broken
Or
arm.
his broken arm, right? Are my hands free? Okay. I'm gonna try to do one of those martial arts like moves where they like grab them around the neck and like are able to like do a more firm I gotcha type hold. If
Okay,
that
so
makes
you're
any
gonna do
sense.
some Brazilian jiu-jitsu and try and
Yeah,
get
where
him
and
in
then
there.
now I'm like, if I could be standing up and kind of like holding him against myself or like pinning him to the wall somehow, or at least getting his neck in my like arm crook, that would
Okay,
be great.
then martial arts and dexterity.
I will find. Oh yay! I have 2 dexterity. All right,
Difficulty 8 because
that's fair.
because there's a lot to unpack there.
Yes, success. I won.
All right. And he is not gonna fight it. So you manage to get to your feet and manage to get his neck in the crook of your arm.
Oh,
And he is
let's get some rope, guys. If some of you can like find rope or maybe the IV like stuff, tubing, let's tie him up if we can. Just a thought. Do what you want.
Is there any cord or
Auron
IV
is
tubing
the
or
last
anything?
of it. There is tons of tubing. There are rubber band sort of like tethers, and which are short because they're designed for arms and legs. But I am going to go ahead and say, like, combat is done. Auron, do you want to do anything before I officially call combat done?
Seeing that Portia basically has him in a headlock,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna look at Portia, keep him under control. I'm gonna go look for somebody in charge, and then he walks off.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So you
I'm
follow
gonna-
Slab Boy, basically.
In a
All
sense,
right.
yes.
Okay. John?
I'm going to collect about 10 feet of cord or tubing or something sturdy. And there's this fun little way of tying up a prisoner that I learned in the service that would fall under martial arts because it's taught in the martial arts program. Part of it goes around your neck, part of it goes around your hands, it goes around your elbows. And then if you struggle too hard, it cuts off your airflow until you stop struggling.
I like it.
Okay. And Max is going to chase after Auron.
Because I want to stop him before he says something. Basically, I want to warn him that this guy might not be acting differently than the rest of the mages here would act. Like, other people might act the same way if they find out what he found out.
I see. Okay.
While I'm tying him up, I've got a little medical lesson for Max. I'll take the arm above the break and below the break, and rub the bones together so they make a grinding sound, which at the same time will cause him to scream. That's the sound of crepitus, Max.
Except Max isn't in the room anymore.
Oh, well, I'll just do it anyway.
Listen
He
for
does,
Portia.
in fact, scream.
Portia also
And
screams.
he will attempt to fight you. Yes.
It's not going to work very well.
Do I need to roll?
Go ahead and roll martial arts and strength.
All right. Yes.
And then whatever you roll is his threshold.
Stupid martial arts. I totally forgot. What's the difficulty? 8?
No, difficulty 6, because
All
you have the
right.
upper hand.
Successes.
5 successes. He's not gonna beat that, so he gets like all 10s. So let me look. Yeah, he doesn't come up. So, what were you doing? He's struggling, and you
And I
are
screamed.
holding him fast.
Yes. I was just
I'll
reacting
finish
to
tying
what
him
was
up.
done to him. All right.
And he is screaming, yes.
I'm
He
done
feels
screaming. I
like he
just
is
was startled.
being, he is screaming and struggling and realizes he has been bested.
I will finish tying him up, and then I
Mhm.
will snap his bone into a more comfortable position.
Ah! And 3 very large men come back with Slab Boy, and they look like orderlies, and they say, what happened?
This guy here, he pulled a gun, and then he fell down and hurt his arm.
Yeah, we
Is
did our best to
that why
subdue him.
he's...
It was a lot of nuts, and we were just doing the best we can. I'm sorry. It was just at desperate times. We don't know why he tried to kill us. Like crazy, all y'all.
He tried to kill you?
He pulled
He
a gun
fired-
on us. And
He
yeah, go ahead.
fired a potentially lethal shot at one of our friends and wounded him.
They look at him, and he's like, I didn't do anything. And 2 of them pick him up by the shoulders, basically, and he screams, and they cart him from the room. Auron and Max,
Yes.
you are basically going through the lab, and you're finding more labs, basically. There is a common area where a bunch of scientists, question mark, are hanging out.
So have I told Auron my concerns yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so I want to catch up to him and catch his arm before he goes up to somebody.
Enters the room. Yeah, okay.
Auron would jerk his head to the direction where Max is at.
Auron, careful what you say. We don't know if any of these people react to what the doctor back there found out the same way. We could accidentally repeat the exact same thing with a bunch of other scientists.
Auron kind of cocks his head a little bit. Then it'd probably be best if you guys got out then.
I don't think that's the best idea. Because right now, I don't think you're thinking straight at the moment.
A woman.
We don't leave any
dressed
man
in-
behind, silly.
You're not there.
Oh, fuck nuts. Sorry. Thank you.
Our next purchase will be whisper mics.
All right. So the woman in the steampunk attire is suddenly right next to you two and says, "Can I help you guys? I don't recognize you, and I did hear a bit of screaming, and what?"
This isn't the woman that, or this isn't the Promethean we met before?
No.
Okay. Auron would turn to her. Well, I recently got information about myself, and I wanted to just come in and find out more information. And basically, this doctor, scientist, I don't know what he is at this point, basically wanted to hold me against my will and pulled a gun on me and my friends.
Why would he do that?
Auron would look over to Max.
He found out something that he wanted for himself, which we're not going to divulge because we don't know whether other people will want it for themselves. And and I show my arm that is partially unmade. And
Oh my
his gun
God!
did
Do
this
you
to
need
me.
treatment?
Probably, yeah.
Come with me. Come with me. And she basically takes you out of the room and takes you to a triage room, and takes out a tub, dips into the tub, and basically smears it over your arm, which it shows, while there is a piece missing, there is still a field that says that there would be an arm there. And she
Did Auron
begins
come with
to
me?
Yeah, he followed.
Okay. And she slowly puts your arm back together.
Auron would step into her visual range as she's doing this.
Mm.
Who's in charge of this location?
There's a guild of sorts. Why?
Because I want something done about this guy of what he did. He had no rhyme or reason to do what he did, and honestly, I think he's lost it.
One of the orderlies that was in the room that isn't taking care of Dalton comes up to the four of you, or three of you, and says, he is, oh my God, can you wait? Sorry.
Kitties wait for no human.
I know, right? We have a whole half hour until our break. Goddamn. All right, so the orderly says that Dalton has been subdued. He's been sedated and thrown into the padded room. And while in the padded room, his arm is being tended to. Dalton's not talking. So what is the situation?
He found out
He's
something that
looking at Max.
he found out something that he wanted out of our friend and decided to take it for himself by force and wanted to keep our friend here as a prisoner.
I'm sorry that happened, says the woman.
And I didn't even make a move toward him. I just told him that we didn't have to resort to violence, and he shot me. No provocation, but words.
I'm so sorry. And he shot you with premium, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So, as
And she
my friend here
winds,
says,
she winds gauze over your arm.
as my friend here says that he wants the people in charge of this place to lay down the law on this guy, I'm very much inclined to agree with him.
We will investigate. Can we talk to you for a minute? Looking at Auron.
He'll kind of give a glance to Max.
Do you
Can
want
you-
me there with you?
Well, I'm assuming they want a private conversation, but can we have whoever's in charge at the moment? Can I
No
have them in the
one-
room?
No one isn't. I guess I mean, would you like a witness? Because we can do that.
Pretty much, because I want this taken care of, because if he's gonna...
We don't exactly have like a team leader or anything. We're all...
Is it kind of like a council of sorts?
Yeah. Yeah.
I only ask because this guy acted out of turn, and
And you're afraid of it happening again.
yeah, that's the reason why we're not being
swear,
fully forth.
I swear I will not attempt to attack you.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm asking is because we just want to make sure that he doesn't try to do this again. And that's usually why we're not being fully forthcoming.
The orderly says he's not going to be trying much of anything right now.
But he'll look at both the orderly and the woman. It's one of the main reasons why we're not being fully forthcoming, because we don't know what our conversation might turn into.
Which is why I would like to also be there.
I understand your paranoia, especially if what you say is true. I would like to do a collection of scans.
You can
to possibly figure out why Dalton would have attacked. He's not much of a fighter, so...
Auron will look at her. Does his equipment save scans that he's done? Because this happened after he
Did
scanned
anybody
me.
save the file?
It might still be open. I doubt he saved it, but it might still be open.
Okay.
But because this happened right after he scanned me.
Let's go check that.
And I'm right on their tail. I am not letting Auron out of my sight.
The orderly comes as the witness, and the scan is still up. And she goes, "Oh, You are very special. Do you understand where you came from?
The only thing, after finding out what I am, the only memories I really have are possibly from what made me. That's the only thing I know.
There are 6 different kinds of Prometheans. You are a Frankenstein. Yes, everybody is in the same room again.
Oh,
Frankenstein.
You are a Frankenstein, and you are a case for quintessence. You have more quintessence than the average bear, and you create more quintessence as time goes on. Do you garner this power in any way?
I have absolutely no idea. That's one of the reasons why I came here.
I suspect anybody who would want a node is going to come for you. If you need protection, you can hide here.
I have a chantry I'm part of. I can stay there. And he'll look around and see if the professor may have walked back in at any point.
No. The professor is missing.
He'll look over at the orderly. She ran when the violence started. Can we locate Professor Edge?
Oh,
Because I don't know where
Gladys?
she went. Yes. She ran when the guy started shooting.
I don't blame her. We can send a party out to find her.
That would be good.
Put together a group.
I would like to
Please?
address the orderly and whoever it is speaking to us. From what you've seen in these readings, you can tell from Dalton's reaction that he's not crazy. That was pure greed. So you know he's not out of his mind.
He's not out of his mind. He is a little impulsive. So I'm not surprised that he tried something. But says the woman, by the way. I think some time alone and away from his projects. He needs a vacation. He does. And I
that
think
seems like an understatement.
I think the vacation should start in the padded room for a little while.
And he needs someone to explain to him exactly what he attempted with innocent people. He attempted kidnapping, murder. He needs to understand how far off the rails he went.
We will make sure he understands.
And Auron kind of looks up because he's been kind of thinking to himself. I feel that, and this may be considered off base, maybe removal from Horizon so he doesn't do this again here.
We will. It seems that you have done more damage to him than he did to you. So I dare say that that might not be necessary. But we will investigate. And
Could we have some sort of
interrogate him.
protection for us, or at least for Auron?
Auron just looks over at
Yes.
Portia. I'm just gonna go back to the chantry. Make sure because since nobody can really find us there, I should be good for a while.
Okay.
I do not want to remain permanently on Horizon.
Well, no, but we'll be back, I'm assuming. So just, I was just trying to help. I'm sorry, man.
Stop. Sorry.
Yeah, because if I were to stay here, it feels no different than what he was trying to do. So I'd rather be what's familiar, which is our chantry, doing the work that we do.
I'm curious.
I wasn't implying you stay here. I was just saying the next time we come back, is there some sort of protection you can have from him? That's it. That's all.
Yes.
Not
yes,
that I'm expecting you to
absolutely.
stay. Thank you so much.
The rest of us will make sure he doesn't try anything else.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Is there some skills he can learn to help protect himself, knowing what he knows?
We will make him understand what the situation is.
Oh, I'm in Auron. Like, what can he do now that he knows he's a node? Like, is there some stuff he can do to close off, like, access to people other than himself or who he wants?
This is the first time I've seen a living being be a node.
Okay, a unique case. Got it.
Unique case. And you are going to lead a very dangerous life. Because...
Well, from what memories that may or may not have been implanted in my head, I don't know. I've already been through a lot. This will be no different.
Happy, joy. No, not really.
If you'll come with me, I'll explain to the rest of the cabal what's going on.
Hey, Auron.
Yeah.
Do you want to... This is completely up to you, because it's your head. Do you want to ask them for like a referral to someone with mind magic who might be able to parse which memories are yours and which memories are not? Or if they're all yours? So from what we've learned, pretty much anything is possible with magic, and I think there's probably someone out there who could figure that out for you.
I happen to be a mage, a mind master. So, I am sure we can sign you up for a couple of weeks of rehabilitation. You're going to need rest after, during and after.
Maybe we could do it once we locate Professor Edge, and I can have her there at the sessions.
And also, only on your own time when you are ready.
Yes. We can make an appointment.
Well, we'll be able to do it once we locate the professor.
Well, why don't I go back to the study and put together that group and inform the rest of the call what's going on. And it's much more comfortable there. We have food and punch and coffee and things.
Auron nods. I do want to go get some more of that curry at that one stand.
She smiles, but she is leading you back to the study.
Hey, Portia. And this is like an aside.
Yeah, what?
When we get there, before anyone tries the food, can you work your mojo on it just to see if there's any drugs or poisons?
I think so. That's probably a really good idea. Appreciate that. Good catch. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Game Master aside, can I do that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What are your spheres?
I will go look at my spells. What was it? Good question.
I have life at 2, matter 1, mind 2, and I have an X over forces for some reason.
Oh, that should be a dot.
That should be a dot.
Then that is probably a dot, not an X. Or it's supposed to be marking it, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. What do I need?
She basically takes everybody into the study. What are you guys called? You're a cabal.
The Mage
correct?
Musketeers.
Portia or Auron just holds his hand up to Portia. We don't listen to her ideas on that. and he kind of laughs to himself.
We haven't actually given ourselves like a team name or anything.
Oh, I see. You're
We're
very
all new.
recently.
Within the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. This unnamed and new cabal full of new mages is looking for protection. And they are also looking for their professor, who is also a son of Ether.
Correct.
Okay. So you hit the streets looking for this woman, and she holds up a tablet, and on the tablet is a picture of Gladys Edge, and says, "Go get him." And they exit the room. She explains to the rest of the cabal that we are the Sharks with Lasers Pew Pew cabal, and
Auron kind of drops to his head and just, oh my god.
And we are here to. None of us are going to try and imprison you. You are your own person, but you should be taught how to control your flow, your power.
Sounds good.
Auron doesn't say anything, but he just thinks back to when he killed the vampire, and then just in his own head. So that explains that.
All right. Portia, are you taking a look at the food?
Yes. What do I need to roll for that? I didn't know if we had gotten the food yet.
If you are just looking, and using your eyes as your perception focus, God forbid.
I hope I have invented something, but if I haven't, I would like to do some sort of test on it. Like there's got to be some sort of like lemon juice test or something.
Okay, sure. You are going to use a lemon juice test on a cupcake, and the cupcake, basically, you have a strip of some kind of fabric that will change color if there is magic involved.
Awesome. Cool.
And
can I use Max to maybe also help me like scan it visually to, I don't know.
With your matter,
I could do a prime reading.
The prime isn't going to tell you anything, but matter will tell her.
Okay. Do I have matter?
Yes, you do.
I've got backgrounds in familiar, library, requisitions.
It's
domain.
a sphere, honey.
Oh,
it's a sphere.
Yeah, I've got one in matter. How do I roll that?
Which is all you need. So,
awesome.
Perception and awareness, difficulty 6. Hey, stop that.
Of course. And the difficulty is 6?
And this is to lower your arete roll.
So I add in arete?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. I got 2 successes. That was...
All right, then your arete roll is a difficulty 4.
All right. Dash. Two successes again.
Nice.
They guys learned their lesson.
You see that it is a very fluffy cake, and there is no Cass or quintessence or magic that is involved in this. It is a magically delicious cupcake because you can't help yourself. You eat.
There are Lucky Charms in it?
They're magically delicious. Arr. These look okay. Go for it. We can dig in and pig out.
There is charcuterie and cupcakes and a strawberry shortcake, and an actual punch bowl full of red punch.
Well, I load up one of my camping plates, and I happen to have a few extra that I toss out.
Is there any actual food?
Charcuterie's food. What are you talking about, you uncultured? No, just kidding.
Or looks at Portia with her camping plate and looks at the table, probably seeing plates.
There are plates.
And
the Portia's plate is bigger.
And out of character, we're gonna play that meme I did a while back. But,
with the
Will Smith.
Yeah.
But Auron would look around. Did they bring back any curry for him from that stand, or would he have to go out to get it?
He would have to go out to get it.
No, we'll get it for him somehow. If it's not there, Portia's going. Sorry.
Auron would look at the lady. This isn't exactly what I usually eat. I think I'm gonna go get that curry stand real quick.
Oh, this is just tea time. Like, finding food about now might be tricky, but you are welcome. I mean, you can leave. We're not holding you prisoner.
But you're not going alone. I have my food. Let's go, Auron. We'll get you that curry.
No, you sit. You have food.
Oh,
Max,
no, this is a
come with
to-go
me.
plate. Oh,
I
fine.
will definitely, because I remember we ate before we came to the Sons of Ether. So pretty much I'm just going to say, yeah, I don't need any food since we had lunch a little earlier, like less than an hour ago, and I need to keep my twinkish figure.
When Max actually says twinkish figure, or just kind of laughs to himself like, "Oh my god!" but at least you're open about it.
As a storyteller aside, am I in pain?
No,
Okay.
no. In fact, quite the contrary. It is warm and comfy, and there's this Swedish word for cozy that is escaping me. You are feeling quite well, and
Okay.
quite
Egg?
comfortable.
Am I mispronouncing it? But like Heg?
I don't know
She's trying to guess the word.
the word.
I thought it was that word. But anyway, I get you. Yeah, shut up, Katarina. Move it. Portia. What? Ah!
But
Okay.
Auron heads for the door, and he kind of, like, without looking, kind of just does the whole come on, raise his hand above his head.
Heal, Max. I was like, yes, Daddy.
And the rest of the ball says, "Bye, see you later."
Does he say that out loud?
If you're gonna summon him like a
Come, my daddy. Come, my daddy. You're my little bear, sugar. No, I don't know.
Or just kind of, like, stutter steps, like, what?
All right, you find yourself on the steps of the Sons of Ether Chantry.
yeah. I'm just like, yeah. If you're going to summon me like I'm your boy, I will call you Daddy.
Auron will go and walk to where the stands are.
And the stands are closed.
Damn it.
Soon, my love.
Auron just stands there for a second, considering grabbing Raena and being like, "Can you go see if the your nature friends?" But he just kind of no, and he just goes back trying to find regular food, not finger food, back at the their chantry.
It is. Well, finding actual food at 3:00 in the afternoon is kind of tricky.
Then
Okay,
he
I'm
would,
going to take a break. I'm going to take a break and feed this cat because he will not leave me alone. And you guys can discuss where to find food at midday, even though it's still dusk outside.
and the cat's just like, "Mother, I hunger."
But yeah, that's so slight break and stuff for the cast.
Yes.
All right, we will do this. What am I doing with my life? Good question.
I think we all asked ourselves that question.
It is so universal, and yet really hard to answer sometimes.
I'm much in Auron's position, and just like, what? It's like, is the answer 42?
Always. Unless it's
And-
not the life, universe, and everything. I
And,
don't
and
know if hope's in there or entropy.
And the answer to the question is no. It is math. Because if you add the letter count of each letter, it equals 42.
Yeah, it seems like the math genius slash computer expert would have known that. Douglas Adams.
Isn't like 42 when you cross into it like the code when you're trying to code everything or something? So it literally is life, the universe, and everything and coding or something?
It also depends on some programs because some use base 12, some use base 14.
I thought it was that they are the one that was more universal and most used at the time of the writing of it. Not now, of course.
Yeah.
In a totally unrelated note, I have the letters to spell out learn back when I used to do digital teaching, but I don't need to do that anymore because I don't do that anymore. Anything I could make with them? If anybody's good at anagrams, let me know. I guess I could do real. Never mind. Neil, lean. I need a D that I could do read. I've got ER. I could spell Anner.
Let's just go with bear.
Bear. I need a B. I need to do these or give them away. Never mind. I'm babbling. I'm going to go take a bio break myself. I will return. Or will she? I don't know. Turn in next week when we find out. Okay. I don't know what that voice is, guys. Pardon. All right. Moving on, Katarina. What?
And in the infinite wisdom of Mr. Mackey, drugs are bad, okay?
But define drugs.
Well, caffeine technically is classified as drugs, so hey.
I love them all then. Haha.
And I'm also saying this, and I'm drinking a Arizona energy tea.
According to the definition of drug,
Oof, don't die.
Any food or water is a drug. Anything that you put in or on your body that produces a chemical change of any kind is a drug.
Does anybody know where to find it? Does sunscreen expire? I should probably look that up.
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, just some have longer shelf lives than others.
How many things do I have? Oh my god.
And I don't personally use sunscreen because it basically is the equivalent of smearing Crisco on my skin.
Oof. That sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, it's one reason why I don't use it. I'd rather just have the straight UV exposure.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Fighting food is a pain in the ass.
I would agree with that. Oh my god. Why is everything so tangled? Necklaces are the worst.
You're familiar with the flying spaghetti monster, right?
May he
Yeah.
rest in his noodly goodness.
Yep.
Not rest.
Well,
he's not
anytime
dying.
your necklaces or cords or whatever get tangled up, that's a blessing from him. It's the sign that his noodly appendage has been there.
Ah, I love it. I've been touched by his noodly appendage.
Oh.
Wait, that came out way wrong.
So I see John is a pastafarian then.
Did you know that they make a pasta strainer with the great pasta or whatever, you know what? You can get the pasta strainer and the one that you can put on your pasta pot. I was very excited to see this and I want it.
They've also got one that you can legally wear to get your driver's license photo.
I need that. Sorry, I just dropped a mini fork. Okay.
Okay. So you can have finger food or finger food.
I think Auron will settle for the coffee.
It is wonderful coffee. Probably the best coffee you've ever had. It's not Cass, but it's very delicious coffee.
Probably home roasted then.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, you will not see Auron put peppermint oil in the coffee.
What?
You know,
What does that
given-
signify? Do we notice? Do we notice what's going on?
Given where we are, the coffee could have very well come from the quasi-elemental plane of coffee.
So you're saying we're drinking quantum coffee? Mm-hmm.
Well, to explain how good it is.
Or just that it
coffee.
has the
Would that be
possibility to be the
coffee?
best and the worst.
Coffee.
Well, as long as it's not produced near a nuclear plant, all is good.
One of the if all of this is said out loud, is all of this said out loud?
Yep.
Might as well.
And
Why not?
one of the cabal members, a tall fellow with a handlebar mustache, says that it comes from the dimension of coffee. We basically
There's a
and
dimension of
visited
coffee. How do I
spirit.
go? What?
Yes,
Oh, so heaven
There's a dimension of
exists.
The dimension of coffee. That's what I guessed. Kudos to the verbena.
Mm. You vacation there. That is a very serious question. I need to know.
It's a nice place to live, but I wouldn't want to visit.
Auron just looks at John like, huh?
wait.
And can we access this plane of coffee from anywhere? Because honestly, like I do some, I dabble in cooking, and I just need to. I was wondering if I could supplies of good coffee. You know.
Auron just kind of smells like, dabble. Just admit it, you're our kitchen witch.
No,
And
it's true.
The obvious kitchen witch has the apron on and has like herbs in her hair and like
That's more Raena.
she's got a spoon and that's like engraved with stuff. And she says that I get my ingredients from the dimensions where they are prevalent.
Really? I did not know this was possible. Is there any way you're taking an apprentice? I'm free on Sundays I'm free Sundays. Well, so I can make it work. Listen, shut up, Portia. Yes. Hi.
So
I'm Portia.
I'm Olivia.
Hello.
And Portia and Olivia kind of like go on this like talking about cooking and talking about infusing magic into cooking, and sometimes it's not necessary because it's already from its own dimension.
Exactly. But you're such a wealth of knowledge. Seriously, if you are ever doing like some apprenticeness, or I could like take a few weeks, you just seem amazing. And I need to know how to like get into this interdimensional produce. That sounds amazing.
Interdimensional produce. Most of the produce that you find in Horizon is interdimensional, by the way.
That's fascinating. Also, do you happen to know that curry recipe? One of my cabal is very into it.
Oh, I know many curry recipes.
It's that
D-
curry food. Sorry, go ahead.
Does Auron hear this conversation?
Oh yeah.
He kind of did they walk off like behind them or something where we're all sitting?
No,
Are
we
they
just
just
went into
right
our
there?
own little
No,
cooking world.
they're just like swept up in their own conversation.
Oh, okay. Auron kind of looks over them, specifically the curry from that stand out there.
Oh,
It's
one
really
of our
spicy.
It's basically nuclear. It glows.
With enough
Yes.
matter and prime, you can have all the curry you want.
Olivia looks very excited at hearing that. A good berry with curry.
No, good berry is basically you conjure a berry that feeds you for the day.
Ah,
It's a D&D thing, and Max plays D&D, so
all right. She's like, if you are hungry for an early dinner, I have some leftover curry in the fridge.
Auron's eyes go wide and bright.
All right, come with me.
Auron
She
kind of
takes-
like half-ass skips behind her.
Well, he's feeling better.
This is why I need this curry recipe. Like life-changing for him.
Okay, so the longer you have the curry in the fridge, the spicier it will get. So this has been in the fridge for a couple of weeks, and it should be prime. It should be at its peak.
It's also
And
matter. And possibly by this point, forces.
And by this point, yes, forces.
Because it's so spicy, it blows you away.
I was going to make a physical joke or a physics joke. Oh, let's get physics. No, it doesn't work. Okay, never mind.
So she pops it in a pot. You notice there is no microwave in this kitchen. There is a toaster oven, and there is an oven, and there is a stove, but there is no microwave. She
Did I come
puts
with?
it in a pot from the Tupperware and heats it up. Ooh. How spicy do you like your curry? 'Cause I
What?
have this like demon's fire that could possibly make it spicier.
Auron kind of smiles a little bit. Never hurts to try.
Oh, it'll hurt.
That's what the guy at the stand said.
And she mixes it up, and she makes a bowl, and she hands it over.
And he starts mowing down.
He starts mowing down. All right, roll stamina. Threshold of 3.
I love that he's rolling for this.
And what was the difficulty?
Difficulty 6. But threshold of 3. Just short. You feel your face break out in bloody sweat. And like your mouth is on fire. There is like fire is cooler than what is happening in your mouth right now.
And Auron is enjoying every second of it.
This boy is on fire.
So
John's enjoying every second of it too.
Anyone who is watching Auron eat, the ring around his mouth is getting redder and redder and spreading, and like everything is swelling.
I run
and
to give him milk. Can I give him milk, or does he need adrenaline?
There is milk in the fridge.
I'm gonna pour him a big old glass and like put a straw in and try to like give it to him. And if he's not drinking it, I'm gonna pipette it into his open mouth.
Is there a glass of water sitting anywhere?
There is
Water will make it worse. Water will make it worse.
He'll walk over and find a glass, fill it with water, and take a big swig of it just to spite Portia.
Portia's just shaking her head like, all right, your funeral, man, but I'm waiting there with milk.
But
Is that unpleasant at all?
I'm sorry.
Oh, he looks at John. Oh, very, but it's so good.
I'm glad to hear that it's unpleasant. At least.
Take one level.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Froze.
Take 1 level of damage.
Okay.
Ow. You are actually scarring your tongue.
Just drink the milk, dude. This is not worth it like that. Like, eat it, sure, but milk it later. Like, add, hey.
You're probably going to want the milk to coat your stomach because that stuff's going to do worse to your stomach than it's doing to your mouth.
Or kind of like painfully
Olivia
smiles.
is just like, oh.
Auron just kind of painfully smiles. For science!
For science!
Portia rolls
At
her
this
eyes.
point, you're probably
He
going to need them.
high-fives, Auron.
No, the only science here is geology. Just which rock are you dumber than?
Ah.
Yeah, at this point, you're probably just going to need a milk colonic.
Oh, Lord.
I don't think he can feel anything at this point other than the sweat pouring down his face.
Just remember, if it burns going in, it burns coming out.
That's Vaseline on the outside part.
Or Auron just kind of thinks back to what's in his bathroom cabinet.
Bum.
The pink stuff.
It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the not dishes, but anyway.
Ask my beaches.
Oh, I like it.
Auron takes the bowl. He offers it to Olivia. You must join me in the pain.
I know better.
He offers it around to everybody else.
Yeah, I'll take some.
I'm
What do
not
I have to roll?
liable.
What do I have to roll to change? Well, first off, to change the bacteria in my mouth to just eat the capsaicin and turn it into nothing, and then to protect my mouth all the way down to my stomach from the burn.
Do you have life 3 for self?
Life 3, prime 2.
Okay. And can I use my bag as the focus?
You have a syrup in your bag that will totally... You can imbue the syrup as it's in your mouth.
Okay.
So let's do science and intelligence. Difficulty 6.
I just am not sure intelligent. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm French Canadian American. There's no way I'm going to touch this. Just in case anybody's wondering.
Now the real question is, would Raena take a test?
3 on your arete roll.
I think she would.
Difficulty 3 on your arete roll. Which is as low as it'll go.
Now, just because I'm the gay one of the group, do not expect me to apply the Vaseline to your buttholes tomorrow.
You're not the only gay one in the group, mister. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. What?
Or
Okay,
Auron just looks at Max awkwardly, like, I wasn't planning on asking.
Wait,
John
does that mean you were going to force
fortifies his throat, fortifies his esophagus, fortifies his stomach.
Fortifies
And I
his
guess
butthole.
Fortifies his butthole.
I'll eat it like there's nothing bothering me, because there isn't.
Now, you too are getting chemical burns around your mouth. But the chemical burns are not affecting you on the inside.
Right. Now, one of the things I asked, okay, on the outside of my mouth, that's fine. Because
Mhm,
one
on
of
the
the things that I
outside
did
of
ask for this role was to have the bacteria in my mouth eating the capsaicin.
Yeah.
Should have been a microbiologist.
You missed your calling.
I mean, you still could.
With the
I mean-
armor, syrup, coating, everything, you can't taste the curry. But,
Okay,
you
I
know...
don't like curry anyway.
Well, Mr. Fox, I guess you didn't get the grapes.
Auron looks at John suspiciously because he's having, other than the lips, almost no reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's just sitting there thinking, like, how is somebody able to handle spice more than me? I question this. This is all going on in his head.
Why are you staring at me?
Or kind of shakes his head. Sorry.
Sorry, I...
How dare you enjoy this game? How dare you? Not allowed. Take it back.
Why are you looking at me as though you want to romance me?
Row, you're a snack, aren't you?
Hilarious.
We still haven't seen Gladys, right?
Gladys, almost on cue, but there are two members of the cabal in front, one member in the back, and Gladys in the middle. And Gladys is totally happy to come. And she's like, "Are you guys okay? I could not be involved in that."
Or Auron would walk up to her and kind of like, basically like not really grab her arm, but like, oh, you're safe kind of grab. And she's like, good, they found you.
Yeah, I took some damage, but they fixed me up, and the Spice Girls here are fine too.
Spice Girls. God, it smells like a volcano. Jesus.
My eyes are watering and I'm just smelling it.
Oh my God.
No, you want to smell a volcano? Wait till we start farting tomorrow.
Oh, pass.
Please do not peel the wallpaper off of the wall.
You're on your own on that one, John.
I guess we can say shit happens.
Oh, it's going to.
Oh, it's going to.
Yeah.
Montezuma's revenge.
Will it hit the fan? Tune in
Oh, I
next
hope
week.
not. Ew.
So-
And she's like, well, if you guys are ready to go home, we can go back to the hotel where I've got or not the hotel, but the hermetic chantry where the ship is parked.
Well,
Portia
Professor,
grabs a plate to go.
you and me need to discuss something with, what was the one woman's name again?
She never said. And Olivia is the cook.
Okay. We're going to need to go talk to this other lady first before we go. Maybe with the possibility of try to figure out what memories actually are mine.
Oh. Well,
She said we could wait until I'm ready, but I would like for when we do it for you to be there.
oh, I sure. I can only be there as support, but this is a battle you have to do on your own.
I figured having you there would maybe help find a direction. In a sense, your mind probably runs faster than mine, so you could probably figure out connections better than I can.
Okay.
While they're doing that, the rest of us can go find some trouble.
And
or
I
we'll
want to
walk
get
to the other
Olivia's
room.
number or way to contact her. Do you have a cell phone, Olivia? Or email? How do I contact you?
You
Magic
can contact
Stone?
the chantry. You can contact the chantry at this number. And this number is only 6 digits long, and you have to use a pound sign before
Gotcha.
you. Yeah. Oh
We
my
will
God,
be in
cat.
touch.
I don't know what my cat is doing. Jeez. Cats.
Being a gremlin. That explains it all.
All right. Emotional support twink there. Would you like your emotional support twink?
Hey, if he wants to go when me and the professor leave to go to the sessions, it's on him.
How about your emotional support lesbian? Or am I an emotional hindrance?
We just got to make sure we tape your mouth shut.
Well, when we get back, it's going to be you have Sarah's and Hollis's trial.
True.
So you should probably schedule something after that.
And by this point, Auron has already led the professor back to the other lady.
And, Bernadette! Oh, Gladys! And they hug.
Well, obviously you already know each other. Yeah, let's figure this out of the whole memory thing. Like when we could set this up for.
Or appointment? Okay. Let us do this. Oh, it's over here. Make appointment for 2 weeks out for memory parsing. Auron. Okay. 2 weeks out, come back to Horizon, and I have a Coptic friend who is also a mind master, and we can team up and figure out what's real and what's not.
Okay. Or we'll look over at the professor. Well, let's get this situation at home taken care of then.
And she basically like hails a cab because she doesn't want to walk again. And everybody piles into the cab, and the cab takes you to the Hermetic Chantry.
Now the question is, does this cab look like the cab from what's it called? Had Mila Jovovich in it. I'm blanking on the name of the movie. Fifth Element.
No.
Dang.
All right. And she kind of like ushers you all onto the ship. Eduardo is on the side. He kind of waves at you guys. Raena is like kind of takes up the rear with her dog. And you guys buckle in, and she starts the engine. And we'll call game there.
I can go later. My appointment got canceled because my therapist, she got internet troubles. So we can keep going, but up to you guys. I'm sorry to bother you with that late. And she just texted.
Oh,
Doesn't
So,
matter to me.
okay.
Up to y'all.
Up to you guys. I gotta split it too. So whatever.
That's still an hour and a half away.
Yes, it is.
I am happy to keep going as long as there's a GM.
Yep.
All right.
Good.
So
I'm good.
you're good.
So do we want to
Okay.
play till our time at 1 p.m. or are we going to go later
Yeah,
than that?
let's play until 1 p.m. and then we'll do goods, bads, and uglies.
Sounds like a pleasant stands.
Okay. Everybody roll stamina.
Difficulty what?
Difficulty 7 because the G's are nuts.
I know the G's are nuts in this, so I would probably try and prep myself ahead of time.
All
Knowing
right.
that
Can I
Okay,
add
so-
something to mine? Because I've only got 2 in stamina.
No.
Okay.
but I would just galvanize my stomach.
Pretty much what I did.
1 success. All right.
All right. Everybody manages to keep their guts on the inside of their bodies, and and the ship takes off. A couple hours later, you see the chantry down below, out the window, and it settles on the roof. Oh my God, Kitty! And you all mill off of the roof, and
At some point during all of this, probably during the trip, I'm going to turn to Gladys and just, hey, you got time to hit Shea Rolade tonight?
absolutely.
Great. My treat.
So, Auron, what did you find out today?
Well, there are very greedy people in Horizon, I found.
Oh. Well, there are greedy people everywhere.
Well, yeah, but I
What are you gonna
didn't
do?
expect one to resort to violence.
Mm,
Basically, that I'm a. Actually, I'm not sure if you were there for it or not, but that I'm a.
I was not.
Well, I mean that I'm a walking node.
How do you mean?
It would probably the lady that you hugged would probably be able to explain better, but yeah, basically that's what I was told, was that I am a literal walking node.
He has a flow of quintessence in and a flow of quintessence out, and eddies in his flow just like a node has.
Wow. Come inside. Come inside. And she opens the door that has the stairs that go down into the hotel. And she leads you to her office.
Auron would probably try to find the most comfortable chair that isn't hers.
Yes.
Because I'm sure she has the most comfortable in the building.
Yeah, there are 2 chairs all over her office too. She says, "This chantry is so important because, one, it has an arcane that is obscene, and 2, it actually has 2 nodes.
Auron
And
will smile.
apparently 3 because you're here."
Yeah, apparently.
We can move with a portable node. Like, we can go wherever we want.
Yeah, but we would still have. She said that part of the memory stuff would help me learn to control.
That's wise. I understand the mind magics that you might be interested in.
And Auron kind of looks around.
There is like a scraping sound.
I think that might be coming from John.
Oh,
But he kind of looks around, and then did everybody come to the office or just Auron?
I followed. If I was allowed.
Well, that sound's not coming from me.
okay.
And then, but he would look at Max and look back at the professor like, well, I noticed that whatever that gun was using quantum mechanics, and I'm already studying physics. What if and this would be basically up to your decision, Professor, for me how to learn it. But would quantum physics be a good seat for me, since I already know enough of regular physics?
I think you would be welcome in the Sons of Ether. I think any tradition would be more than happy to take you, to be quite honest.
Well, obviously.
But if you want to learn more about quantum physics, then that that cabal, the sharks with lasers, pew pew cabal, would have a lot to teach you.
When she says the cabal name again, he kind of just kind of like huff laughs himself like, and I was kind of making fun of Portia for her ideas.
Boo, making fun of me. Nah. No, just kidding.
I guess there's no literal naming conventions, I guess.
Out of character, I have it written that you are the Gerald Cabal.
Oh, the Gerald Cabal?
Mm-hmm.
What a weird name. Why'd we choose that?
I mean, it's not the finalized name, but
And you
But-
all didn't want to be the Musketeers. What? The Musketeer mages?
Well, I
Mine's
mean,
at least an alliteration.
I mean, we
I
only
seem to recall vetoing that Gerald thing.
I mean, we only have one person here that uses
Is someone
guns, so it wouldn't really
sneaking
work.
in?
Oh yeah,
Someone's trying to
speaking of
sneak
that
it in.
gun, Auron, can you? I mean, I know you're dealing with a lot, but that reverse engineering that might actually be a nice sidebar for you.
Yeah,
I would be very careful with that gun, because if that accidentally fires off, like, you would undo reality.
yeah. I was kind of was gonna see if I could rope Jeeves into this if I were to study it.
Jeeves is a master in correspondence, and fine.
You froze there for a second.
I did. Jeeves is a master in correspondence and prime.
Well, from what I forget her name, the one that we set the appointment up with.
Bernadette.
Oh, Bernadette. Yes.
She did make mention when she was treating Max that it was premium.
Premium.
Premium,
Oh.
excuse me.
That is, I suppose he knows where to get premium ammo.
Or at least know how to handle it to where the weapon won't discharge while studying.
We should go beat the secrets out of him.
I think that would be a poor choice.
Yeah, we're not going to beat on Jeeves. Jeeves is our friend.
Oh,
I
I
thought
was
the
thinking of
butler
Dalton.
did it. Jeez, no, just kidding.
I was thinking of Dalton. Sorry.
I understood what you were saying. I was referring to that as being an unwise course of action.
Auron will look at John. Only if he tries this again.
If he tries it again and he hurts anybody in our group, when we come back, I'm bringing his memory centers.
So
I suppose that's fair.
I kind of want to, as a group, I'm hoping we can kind of come to an understanding and possibly an agreement that this new power of Auron's is Auron's. Just because he is a
Boundaries,
Yeah,
of course.
exactly,
He's a sentient
boundaries.
being, and he is definitely not to be utilized like some sort of door or lock. We get it. Consent.
basically I would think it seems to me like this is some sort of like mystic battery type of thing.
Very much
And-
so.
And basically, he's not our battery. He is his own battery. I am absolutely willing to work with you, Auron, on, theorizing uses for it, but I promise I will never try and utilize it for my own purposes. More of a, what can you use it for?
Yeah, we're here to help you, not use you. I hope you know we're your friends and stuff.
I understand that. You guys haven't left me yet. Unlike everybody else that has.
Oh, sugar. Big hug if you want it. Do you want a hug?
Or if you do it, or just kind of sits there stiffly.
I'm only hugging you if you want. Boundaries and consent. All right, we'll just air hug you. I pat the air and then I do a little woo-woo motion, sending it your way.
Does she actually say woo woo when she does this?
I go loo, good vibes, good vibes.
Or just looks at Portia like, I think there's already a lot of woo woos moving through me already.
And then I'm like, take the woo-woos back and pull back my woo-woos in that motion.
Who knows if it's true? Whatever.
Auron, says Gladys. Have you ever sat at a node?
Kinda. We sat around Raina's.
Have you meditated at a node?
No, not that I know of.
I'm very curious as to what would happen.
Auron kind of looks up at the corner of the corner of the room near the ceiling. You know what, Professor? For science.
For science. Come with me. She escorts you from the office.
Following closely.
And she goes to the end of the hallway and opens up a closet. And in the closet is a giant crystal.
Auron's eyes go wide at the size of it.
It's like the size of him. It's a big one.
I am not mature enough for this conversation.
Sounds like a very stiff conversation we're having here. Full of wood. Lots of wood.
Sometimes it's just hard to keep your mind on things.
So you can pull up a chair or sit on the floor or whatever, however you are most comfortable. But this is where one of the nodes is. The other node is at the other end of the hallway. But if you ever find it in your wants to meditate and possibly tap into the node for extra, I suppose. And
is the crystal touching the floor?
Yes.
He'll walk up to it about maybe a foot away. He'll sit down on the floor and he'll reach out and place his hand on the crystal.
As soon as he does that, prime sight, I am watching the mystical forces at play.
She kind of takes a step back just in case. And your quintessence is filled all the way up, right?
I'm minus 2 spots because I took paradox.
Okay. No matter how much quintessence you use or take or anything like that, your quintessence is always at that level.
Okay.
So you can spend quintessence willy-nilly.
Okay.
You feel like an overstuffed battery. Once you put your hand on that, because it is fusing with your quintessence, with your resonance.
And when he feels to where he can step away, he'll take his hand off the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And this one I'll probably need your approval on. But he'll stand up, he'll turn around, and his eyes are still closed. And he goes to open his eyes, and there's a slight glow to his eyes.
Am I in the
Sure.
room? Is this creepy? Is it not creepy? What kind of glow? Is it like a
It is
magic
a blue,
glow, a sexy
a
glow,
blue
or
glow.
what? Power glow?
Blue.
Sorry.
It is a blue glow.
Do we understand the tone of the glow?
If you had to put a color to quintessence, it would probably be blue.
Okay. I spazzed and didn't understand this was a quintessential glow. I now get it. Thank you for dealing with my head spaz.
All right. And we'll call a game
Woohoo.
there. Everybody gets 1 XP.
All right.
Actually, you get 2 XP for
Double
A,
alright.
the fight, and B, setting up the appointment and playing with the node. And we'll start with goods, bads, and uglies. If you are unaware of what goods, bads, and uglies are, we talk about the goods, which are things we liked about the game. The bads, which are things we didn't like about the game.
I'm coming. I'm sorry, the dog, and I thought it was off.
Damn.
She must really like the goods, bads, and uglies.
I didn't know I didn't know I had that kind of effect on people.
Yeah, it's quite powerful. Your node is strong and penetrating.
And lastly, we want to give a player extra XP. Who would it be and why?
Okay.
Let's start with Auron.
Okay. Auron learned a lot more about himself here.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost at one point, like I before this session, I had DM'd you about something, and then I thought about the repercussions, and I'm like, yeah, no, I shouldn't do that. So I deleted the message.
Oh, okay.
Because
I missed it.
Yeah, because I was sitting there considering, like, would Auron use his glasses for this fight?
Oh.
Because he was going. What I was wanting to do was, and it was how I kind of wanted to start the trying to pick up the scientific method background.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to test to see if this sunlight, be it as though since it could be used for vampires, if it would have had the same effect of actual sunlight on someone's eyes. he was basically going to try and blind the guy and burn his retinas.
Okay.
And I thought about the repercussions, and I'm like, that probably sent Auron down a dark path. I better not.
Dun, 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 dun.
But,
Oh no!
oh yeah, it was.
Which way
it was,
will he go? It's a very Anakin moment here.
Oh,
It is.
I threw it out the window. And when I thought about the repercussions of what could happen in Horizon to him if he did that, I'm like, no, I better not. But no bads as per usual. I mean, we were missing Raena today,
Yeah.
but stuff happens. Real life happens.
Real life happens. Absolutely.
And then,
Damn it! Even in a fantasy.
and this is gonna be an awful wall reason, but I'm gonna give the point to Max.
Okay.
Just because he out of nowhere called him daddy. And it just made Auron stop and wait, what?
Excellent. Max.
All right. It was a good game. It got really silly in places, which I have a fun time with.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I don't have any bads. For the experience, I am torn between the only person who was managing to do anything constructive during the fight, which is Portia, and Auron, who the second half of the episode really honed in on. So I am torn. I wish I could split it.
Unfortunately, you can't. You gotta pick one.
Let's see. I will do. Oh, I did Portia last week, so I'll do Auron this week.
Okay.
Oh my.
Damn, you're busy, dude.
I didn't know
Alright.
Portia was by here. Who knew?
The trials and tribulations of an emotional support twink.
Sorry.
John.
Pretty much everything is good in your game.
Aw, thank you.
I can't complain.
Yay.
The best thing about it is I'm not the storyteller.
Yay! I know those feels. I know those feels.
I don't have anything bad.
Okay.
And I want to give my point to Portia for just the general silliness all through the session and previous ones.
Yay!
Thank you.
And Portia.
All right.
He's so bad.
Oh, sorry. I'll make it quick. I enjoyed it. Other than Raena was the bad because she was missing. But I think you NPC'd her well. And then good job, Auron. You get my point. Or yeah, is that Okay, right. And sorry, I'm bad with names occasionally. And yeah, so awesome time. Thank you all so much. Round of applause, everybody. Go.
Yay! If you liked this video at any point, please hit the like button. And if you would like to see more streams like this one, then I advise that you subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that you are notified when a video goes up. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.